So the game crashed on me, required a computer restart. Let's hope that it lets me actually do something here. It couldn't load the freaking Normandy, apparently, but we are going to move on. Doesn't look like Hackett wants to talk anything more. Let's look at the war terminal. I assume there's something new here. We got Solarians. The Solarians bring cutting-edge warships and their best tactical minds to the fight against the Reapers. We have Major Karahi. Major Karahi made his mark leading the Solarian Special Tasks Group that helped Commander Shepard stop Saren at Vermeer. Lauded by his superiors for his decisive leadership under fire, Karahi was promoted and decorated with the prestigious Star of Sur'Kesh. The Major continues to join missions with his men, believing that nothing substitutes for experience and that the best tactical strategies are planned on the battlefield. So we got Karahi on our side. That helps out a little bit. We are getting there. We're very close. Alright, so we have the Crucible underway. Apparently I wasn't supposed to know its name yet, even though they've said it several times. I guess we'll talk to Victus.
Commander.
You said one of your ships had gone missing.
Crashed, actually. I couldn't speak in front of the Krogan. Our ship went down on Tuchanka. Now they're pinned by an advanced guard of Reapers scouting the planet.
Why are you there?
What are your men doing there?
I'm sorry. That's classified. But it's vital they be rescued. They must complete their original mission. It's a matter of galactic peace.
I'll do what I can.
I appreciate your help and understanding.
Yeah, so, the Turian ship on Tuchanka.
Your men that crashed on Tuchanka. How many are there?
A platoon.
You said their mission was a matter of galactic peace. Why?
I'm sorry, Commander. As I said, it's highly classified.
Look, if you want me to put my ass on the line, I need answers.
I can't tell you. Please understand. The commander is Lieutenant Tarquin Victus. He'll be your contact.
Victus?
My son. I needed someone I could trust completely.
Alright, so what happens after the cure for the genophage?
The Solarian Dalatrass worries about what the Krogan will do once they're cured. How do you feel?
It won't matter if we don't stop the Reapers, but I understand her doubts. The moon you found me on? That's where we made our last stand against the Krogan during the rebellions. They were that relentless.
It was your last stand.
How did it turn out?
The Krogan started using asteroids as weapons, directing them against our colonies. We had no choice. The genophage was our last resort. So yes, Krogan intentions after this war will be a serious concern, but I'd rather have a grateful ally than a resentful enemy.
The Krogan do make unusual allies. He might be on your side.
Reaching out to the Krogan for help must be difficult for you.
We can't allow the mistakes of our past to cloud the future. Your race and mine were once enemies. The first contact war, as you call it. I was there, dodging shells fired by your navy. But look at us now, standing in a ship of Turian human design, working together.
That's all.
Of course, Commander.
Alright, so did I get a quest for that? I was about to say, I better have gotten a quest for that. It does take me to Tuchanka, where I know I need to scan for something. I know that's not something that I should be thinking about right off the bat, but it is. So, Wrex is here as well. Let's go talk to him. How you doing, Wrex?
Hell of a show down there on Sur'Kesh. Just like the old days, Shepard. Right down to me pulling your ass out of the fire.
I was the one with bullets flying at me.
And I gave you the moral support to dodge them.
Thanks for that.
Uh-huh. You said one of your squads is missing.
They were scouting out the Rachni relay. We've heard rumors of trouble in the area.
Rachni?
Thought that might get your attention. I have a favor to ask. It's big.
Don't tell me they're back.
All I know for sure is our scouts went silent as soon as they arrived. I've got Aralac Company, my best unit, on standby. You give the word, and I'll meet you there.
I'll see what I can do.
Get on it, Shepard.
So, let's start with the Rachni here. Tell me about the Rachni.
How could there be trouble with the Rachni?
You saved
They
them.
were all but extinct. The last queen promised to disappear forever or be destroyed.
I know, I was there. I've got a bad feeling about this. It may not be Rachni, but maybe it is. Could be another invasion. If they're crawling out from under some rock, you know how bad it could get. We need to stop them.
Well, I'll talk to her. Maybe she'll remember. Like, she seemed very intelligent. Let's talk about what you're gonna do after the cure.
What will you do after the genophage is cured?
Once we deal with the Reapers, most Krogan will want to settle a score with the Turians and Solarians. I won't let them. That isn't our path forward. This time will be different.
That's good. I'm glad to hear it.
A lot of people will be relieved to hear that. No one wants to repeat history.
They know we'd probably win this time, but war has never brought us anything except misery. It's time to focus on rebuilding.
Let's see what the other one is. After the
What
cure.
will you do after the genophage?
Once we deal with the Reapers, I won't let them.
Yeah, really? I'd want revenge.
If somebody did that to humanity, I'd want some payback.
It's a vicious cycle. If we go after revenge, the Council will find some new way to put us down. It could be even worse than the genophage. My people aren't going through that again.
Fair enough. Tell me about Tuchanka.
What's the situation back on Tuchanka?
I'm still getting scattered reports of Reaper forces arriving. Something big is brewing. I won't let those things take Tuchanka. Not when we're about to cure the genophage.
You gonna stop them?
My people have had enough bad luck in our time.
Yeah, just a little bit. So tell me about Eve.
Back on Sur'Kesh, it looked like the female Krogan could hold her own.
Our females don't lack for spirit. For males, a good show of force sorts things out. But females like to talk about it. Then think about it. Then talk about it some more. No offense.
Believe it or not, we sometimes have good ideas, Wrex. You should try listening.
What?
Yeah, but our women have so many of them. So sometimes I pretend to listen and... Well, let's just say Krogan females have tempers too.
So even with Krogan, it's a stereotypical male-female relationship, is it?
That's it for now, Wrex. Let's get back to work.
Anytime. And Shepard, I like what you've done with the Normandy. Got tired of always hanging around the cargo bay before. I still don't have a window like Liara does, but maybe that's because I don't kiss as well.
Well, you haven't tried.
No comment.
Yeah. I miss this place. Wish I could knock some heads around with you, but duty calls. If the Solarian says my DNA's important, who am I to argue?
He should know a little bit about, Morden, shouldn't he? I mean, we did talk to him. Wait, which way's the way out? Oh, the one right next to Wrex. We did talk to him in Mass Effect 2. It wasn't necessarily all that, well, important. And Morden wasn't necessarily...
Solarians would have a base on their homeworld secured better.
Seriously.
They were solid. Cerberus has Reaper tech. Compared to those upgrades, the Solarians might as well have been throwing rocks.
But yeah, we did talk to Wrex in Mass Effect 2. He was head of Tuchanka, after all. So it was kind of a big deal that we talked to him. Trainer, anything to say?
We've got new reports of Cerberus activity on Tuchanka. I've marked it on the galaxy map.
You got anything more for me?
Commander, nice to see you again.
How are you settling in, Trainer?
I actually feel somewhat useful. It's been challenging to integrate data feeds for the War Summit.
How are the systems holding?
Well, I'm glad we performed stress tests.
Specialist Trainer has been extremely helpful. The accuracy of our war room data is a direct result of her work.
Thank you, Edie. I'm still getting used to all of this. In the lab, we'd hoard everything, piles of tech everywhere. Out here, it's like living out of a shoebox.
Yep. That's an option, just yep. No, you'll be okay. You're doing fine. You need to flirt with me more. The last one flirted with me more.
Life on an active ship always feels crowded at first. You'll get used to it.
Oh, it's not a bad thing. I've got no problems getting cozy.
There we go.
This is wonderful. Back in the lab, we had to hoard because we had no budget. Now, Edie, Ariake Tech uses a proprietary smart processing algorithm that could clean up our long-range data. Can we license it?
We can. Analyzing and applying the upgrade now. The algorithm should reduce long-range strategic combat data analysis time by 3%.
Impressive.
If it means getting the equipment I need, I can quite happily live out of a shoebox.
Anything else?
Commander, I've set up a secure communications with the Turian and Solarian governments and added their combat data to our boards. Hopefully it'll give us some idea of what's going on. Commander?
Alright. Didn't quite follow what she was talking about there, but I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. Alright, info for you. Hi, Shepard. It's been a while. I'm glad to hear you made it off Earth and that Liara's with you. Getting off our old ship was the best thing we could have done. Can't tell you how sick I was of that cabin and of tripping over that drone. I don't even know how it kept finding me in a ship that big, even after I turned off its tracking. I dug up some interesting information for you. Talk with Glyph to sort out the data. I hope it helps, Shepard. It's getting rough out there. Farron. Alright, so more stuff from Farron. Holding the line from Major Karahi. Commander, it was a pleasure seeing you again on Sur'Kesh, even if the circumstances were less than ideal. Seems fate has decided our meetings coincide with galactic threats. So be it. To that end, I wanted to reiterate that STG will be there to help when the need arises, regardless of the political climate. The need has arisen. It's full need right now. You were there for us in our hour of need. We look forward to returning the favor. Best of luck, Major Karahi, 3rd Infiltration Regiment, STG. Special Tasks Group. All right, ANN alert, new article on indoctrination from the ANN Information Partners. Thessia. Asari scientist Rana Thanoptis has died in custody, allegedly committing suicide after she was arrested for the murder of multiple Asari military officials. Prior to her death, investigators said Thanoptis spoke of voices in her head, which they believed to be indicative of her indoctrination. The voices foretold of the ascension of the Asari and told Thanoptis that anyone fighting the Reapers needed to die. Thanoptis worked on a top-secret project for former Spectre Saren Arterius several years ago, where she likely became indoctrinated. She received a pardon from the Asari government in exchange for providing research assistance on Reaper technology. Thanoptis was believed responsible for planning a makeshift explosive device that detonated at a research center, killing 5 visiting Asari military officials along with 4 civilians. The attack seriously wounded a dozen more and caused significant damage to the facility. Investigators say they are not seeking any more suspects in the case. Rana Thanoptis. If I'm supposed to remember who that is, I unfortunately do not. I do remember a couple of Asari scientists that were in some bad spots, but I don't remember her. I mostly remember one from Mass Effect 2.
Krogan and the Turians really should get behind the Alliance.
Seriously.
They've got so much in common, like shooting things and not wanting to die. And now that's about it.
That should be enough. Edie?
It is good you came by. I have questions about the genophage.
Can you fix it?
Everyone else.
What do you need, Edie?
A Krogan female of breeding age can produce clutches of up to 1,000 fertilized eggs over the course of a year. There are over 1 billion females on Tuchanka. If even 1% become fully fertile, they can birth 10 billion infants.
On Earth, bugs have a lot of young too. Most of them die.
The attrition rate would naturally be high, but the state has an interest in keeping the children alive for warfare purposes.
Any other cheerful thoughts?
Logistics. Even were they to side with us, transporting the Krogan to the battlefields of Palaven could prove difficult. They have been demilitarized. That is, they have no warships.
What do you suggest?
They will need Turian or civilian starships to carry them to battle.
Civilian
With
it
your
is.
permission, I will make the necessary calls to have these ships in place for when you deliver the Krogan.
Seriously.
Do it. Anything else?
Food. They will be unable to eat anything on Palaven. They must bring their own or rely on the nutrients in their humps.
This keeps getting better and better.
The Krogan will also require sedatives. since Krogan fight with others of their kind in enclosed spaces such as starships.
Make it happen. Are there any last things you're worried about?
Nothing that demands your attention, Shepard.
Anything else?
Morden sent me a nicely crafted message. It seems he recalls our conversations about the Solarian equivalent of transhumans.
If I could, I'd stop you right there.
Transhumans have some of their brain's abilities, such as memory, supplemented or entirely replaced by cybernetics. Legal definitions vary from planet to planet. The Solarians embrace the concept. Humans have diverse and contentious opinions.
Do my implants make me a transhuman?
That would be telling.
What?
I'm sorry. That was a joke. You are fully human. Cerberus extensively reconstructed you, but your brain functions are organic.
Don't ever do that again.
Let's see if she does it again. Also, I got 2 reputation for the Krogan logistics conversation with Edie.
Hello, Shepard.
Hi.
Hello, Shepard.
So, bringing the Krogan to a war summit went well? You want me to invite the Batarians too? Or the Vorcha?
We have to stand together. Yeah, the Krogan they're not cannon fodder. They're really strong. They're more like cannon stoppers. Sure, they get hit by the cannon, but they still stop it.
Building alliances is the only way we stand a chance against the Reapers.
That's with Joker's eyes.
Yeah, but the Krogan? I'd feel better if we had a tighter plan, like time travel or teaching the Reapers to love. Still, good to have Morden back. The bad guys shouldn't get the monopoly on mad scientists.
Anything else?
Commander?
I guess that's it. It is nice to have Morden back. I'm gonna go see if I can find him somewhere. He wasn't hanging around with everybody else. But that was the war room, so that kind of makes sense. Is Morden, like, officially with us again? Because I would love if he was in the battle party. I want everybody in the battle party. Like, it should be a summation of everybody that we recruited in 1 and 2. But it's not. It makes me sad. Feed the fish. I did want to check out the armor locker while I was here. So, the helmet, I don't think I changed. A little bit of shield boost, a little bit of power recharge. It's actually pretty good. But I think I'll just keep it there for now. Chest. Health boost, shield regeneration, or power damage. I guess power damage would be better. I should kind of just go for things that I like anyway. Just in case I switch back, but for the time being, I'll probably just stick with what I got. Armax Arsenal Shoulders. I think I already had those. I think I'd rather have the weapon, no, the health boost than the weapon damage and the headshot damage. All right, arms is melee damage or health. I'd rather keep the health. Legs are ammo capacity or health, or weapon damage. Health it is. So the arms should be the new thing. No? Apparently they're saying that the gloves that I got are part of the shoulders here? The Armax Arsenal shoulders? Weird. Alright, material. Doesn't really change much. I kind of like the shininess of this one. It looks like it's worn out a bit, which is nice. Actually, that's not bad. Kind of like that last pattern. Alright, but ultimately we're going to still be on the Inferno armor because, you know, power damage and power recharge. It's so good. At least for the way that I'm playing, which is Spam City. Alright, to the crew deck we go. So is Morden going to be in medical? Is anybody ever in crew quarters?
Anything so traumatic. You sure you're okay, Karen?
I wouldn't wish a collector abduction on my worst enemy. But it's behind me now. I'm fine. But it makes me think of Earth and all the other Reaper-occupied worlds. What are the Reapers doing to the people who live on all those worlds? As we sit here, enjoying our coffee. How many souls are in agony this very moment? Millions? Billions?
Billions.
Oh, Greg. I lied. I'm not fine.
All right, we will talk that out a bit. Let's make sure nobody else wants to talk. sure it's very awkward for these people. All right, so we could talk to Engineer Adams or Dr. Chakwas. Obviously, Dr. Chakwas needs our attention first.
Everything okay in the medbay?
Yes.
Really?
Odin would just like some space to work with Eve.
He kicked you out?
Oh no. I just felt I was getting in his way. I'll return when I'm needed.
That's what we talk about.
Commander.
Adams?
Hello, Commander.
Really?
Hello, Commander.
Nothing. All right. At least we got to hear it then. Nobody in Samara's room. I still know it is Samara's room, which is probably not a good sign. Life support probably won't have anybody in it either. No. Thane doesn't want in. Port. Nobody over here. I would say that's Kasumi's room, but it kind of changed. It's not quite the same. So it's not really her room anymore. Any of you want to talk? Anybody? You guys are interesting too, I swear. Don't mind me just running through.
Still relying on the Protheans for all the answers?
It will work, Wrex. We just need to finish building the Crucible. Although I'd be interested to learn how you found out about it.
Wasn't that hard. Lucky you keep its location more secret than the fact it exists.
And I'm sure you'll do a good job of both, being so famous for your discretion.
My lips are sealed.
All right, let's see the Intel terminal here. I do have these things already upgraded. It always sounds like a dial tone in here too.